Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
It's for the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. Guard.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That MetLife, Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That turnpike, you can see that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, no it don't get broken. Legalized mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in, the show called TheMan-Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85 inch screen. The game's on, you rush and bleed. Remain calm, you on the road and chill. Do the watch along. The show's on, the host, you know it's S-God. It's no telling, the panel filled with guest stars. You're now rocking with the voice, you know what it is. It's your boy J Boogie. You're now rocking with my man S-God. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is Alter Production. What that mean, we about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in. My man S-God G-O-D. Support the show. Subscribe, share it. Most importantly, hit that like button.
What's good? What's good? What's good? Knicks Nation, salute Knicks Nation. You already know what it is. It's another episode of the Man Cave podcast, and I'm your host, S. God. And I know, man, I've been away for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Just had to do some things, you know what I'm saying? Life, you know what I'm saying? Like just busy and stuff like that. Had some projects to do and stuff like that. But I'm on here today. Man, I had to come back and, just give my thoughts and opinions on things that's been going on, you know what I'm saying? Especially with our New York Knicks. You know what I'm saying? But if this is your first time to my channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also share it to all your social media platforms and also hit that notification bell so that way you'll be notified whenever I'm coming on, I'm dropping some episodes or even some info on what's going on with the Knicks and all things alike. But without further ado, like I said, you see the thumbnails, man. We're talking about the Knicks Mikal Bridges trade. Also going to talk a little NBA draft talk and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Also free agency, you know what I'm saying? Man, this has been crazy, man. Yeah, I see some love. What's up? Coach Ed in the building, man. Showing some love. You joining. Like, yeah, I know, bro. You got your show going on right now, so it's all good. And thanks for tapping in, though, and stuff. RC, what's good? What's good? What's good, bro? I've been seeing you, man. I've been checking your stuff out, man. I'm good, man. I'm just like, we're just back on it, back at it again, man. Like I said, talking this Knicks thing, man, is like, hey, actually, man, I was at the draft. Actually, I was at the draft, man. I went to the draft. Me and my homie went to the draft and stuff like that. I know in the past, Knicks fans for the draft has been good for us because we've been in the lottery. So, you're really excited about it, you know what I'm saying, as a Knicks fan, when you have a lottery pick. But now when the Knicks is doing good and, they really have a high pick, you know what I'm saying? I mean, a low pick in the first round is just like, I didn't even know if the Knicks was going to keep the pick or what they were going to do with the picks, you know what I'm saying? So, we just went up there just to see what was going on and stuff like that and see what the Knicks would do if they're going to trade them, package the picks, do some things. But also I want to shout out to my boy, Harwill, you know what I'm saying? I met him up there, you know what I'm saying? He's for the Love of the Game podcast. That's the number 4 OUR for the Love of the Game podcast, you know what I'm saying? Big shout out to him and his family. Like I said, he was up there because his nephew actually got drafted. You know what I'm saying? He went number 4 to the Spurs, Stephon Castle. You know what I'm saying? He went number 4. So big shout out to Harwill. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching, it's happening, bro. You already know. It's all love, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was happy for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we met up. You know what I'm saying? Talked a little bit and stuff like that. So it was all good, man. But you know what I'm saying? I'll see you on your show and stuff like that. But it was good meeting up with you in New York, at the Barclays Center and stuff like that, Yeah, like I said, me and my boy went up there just to check it out and stuff like that, full effect. Yeah. And I only went on day one because, day 2 was just like, the second round and all that stuff. I just went for the main course, you know what I'm saying? I just want to see what it was, what was going to happen and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And also, like I said, man, checking out the young boy, you know what I'm saying, Stephon Castle. I'm happy for all these young guys, that their dreams came true on that day, you know what I'm saying? So I was just happy just being more supportive and stuff like that, man. Plus I was up there. So I was like, you know what, man, let's just go up to the draft. Let's just see what it is. We just hopped on the train and stuff like that. New Jersey Transit got up there. went through Penn Station, got to, the Barclays Center and all that stuff, man. So it was great, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, before the draft even popped off, man, it was like, hey, the Knicks made a blockbuster trade, man. They shook the NBA when they got the Mikal Bridges trade. Because me personally, I never even thought like that trade was going to happen between the Knicks and the Nets. Because really they've never made trades. They haven't made trades like within for the last 40 years or something like that. So I didn't think nothing was going to come of it. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted Mikal Bridges, I'm like, yeah, he's cool. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, he's more like I said, a role player. But you know what I'm saying? As far as the compensation, the 5 or 6 first round picks, I thought it was a little bit steep. But if you're really looking at hindsight, I mean, he was a great fit for us and things like that, So I can't really be mad because at the end of the day, I mean, we can't hold the picks forever, you know what I'm saying? And plus, if nobody else is becoming available, we got to do something with the picks, you know what I'm saying? So at that point, and got the inclination like Donovan Mitchell was going to re-sign with the Cavs and things like that. So I was just like, you know what, Mitchell ain't going to be available, which I didn't know if they were still even thinking about it, but, nobody else is available. So they were just like, yo, we got to use these picks, just can't sit on it forever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, to me, it was a little bit overpaid, because me, I look at Mikal Bridges as a third option or fourth option. He's a great defensive player. Don't get me wrong. He's a good player. But like I said, those deals are usually for superstar players. But in this day and time, the way I guess the Knicks are, building a team is not so much to be a superstar they're going after. They just got to get the best fit, the guys who are going to help, and fit them, give them depth and all that type of stuff. And like I said, as I thought about the trade more and more, I was like, this was even before we signed OG Anunoby back. But I was like, you know what? That's great in case if we lose OG, which I didn't think we was going to lose him. But now if you got both of them, now you got 2 wings that you can, have in the lineup. You know what I'm saying? They could play the best players, you know what I'm saying? And then plus, like everybody said, this trade was made for the Boston Celtics because, they got the 2 best wing players, and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So we got OG Anunoby and we got Mikal Bridges. So hopefully when we play, like I said, it'll be great. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, Mikal Bridges. So what do you do now? You complete the quartet, the Nova Knicks. You know what I'm saying? You got Josh Hart, DiVincenzo, Jalen Brunson, and now you got Mikal Bridges. So, you got the 4 guys who was at Villanova that won the national championships. They got great chemistry. You know what I'm saying? That's a big thing today. In a lot of team building is chemistry and culture. So if you can get guys who can play together, play off of each other and things like that, it's great. It's great for your team. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I didn't expect the trade to be made. You know what I'm saying? When it was made, I was just like, whoa, we gave up a lot. But then it's like, yeah, some of them picks might end up being like low first round picks, anyway. So it is what it is. And like I said, we can't sit on the picks forever. So I look at hindsight like this. It's like, yo, you got to keep strengthening your team. You got to add more to your team. Well, we needed more wing players. And also, like I said, depth, because at the end of the day, you saw in the playoffs, man, we was decimated, bro. I mean, RC, you saw, I mean, everybody who's seen it is like, I mean, we was playing with like a half a squad in there, you know what I'm saying? But we gave it all we had. Had we had more players, I'm pretty sure we'd have got further in that, in the playoffs. So, I mean, the Mikal Bridges trade, like I said, is a great play. And like, it's a great trade for the Knicks. I mean, as he put us in championship contender or a contender set, yeah, it's a contender status because now it's like I said, we got a good starting 5 now. You know what I'm saying? We got Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson now, since iHeart departed, but I'll talk a little bit about that a little bit later. But yeah, so that's a great starting 5. So now off the bench, now you have like Josh Hart, DiVincenzo, Deuce McBride, and then I don't know if they're gonna bring Precious back because they didn't offer him. So we'll see how they shape up the roster and stuff like that. But for the most part, like I said, the Bridges trade, like I said, that trade really put us up, jumped us up to number 2 in the East, to battle the Celtics and things like that. You know what I'm saying? It was much needed. Like I said, all we need to do, like I said, going into the season is just stay healthy. Well, I can say that for a lot of teams. Just stay healthy. If we could stay healthy, like I said, I know we was going to get much further in the playoffs. We'd have been playing for our NBA championship. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't even wait for this season to start up because this season is going to be really, really, really lit. It's going to be real lit this season. All NBA, East Coast, West Coast, everybody got better. You know what I'm saying? You look at all the moves that was made in free agency. I'm just like, I can't even believe the seismic shift of some of these deals and stuff like that and signings and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, man, with the Bridges trade, great trade for the Knicks on that part. I mean, like I did, do we overpay a little bit? Yeah, we overpaid a little bit, but at the end of the day, if we start, I mean, if we advance in the playoff, playing for a championship and all stuff, ain't nobody gonna look at that stuff. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it is what it is. Like I said, we couldn't keep the picks forever, especially if nobody was available. So they did what they had to do, and I knew going into the season like they was gonna make a move, they was gonna do something. So that was it. Like I said, but I thought it was gonna be after the draft, but the Knicks, like I said, we started off with a bang, the NBA season with a bang. It was like a quiet summer, but we started off with the bang with the Mikal Bridges trade and stuff like that. Like I said, I know he's happy because he gets to join his boys in Manhattan. You know what I'm saying? I know he was in Brooklyn, he was still in the same city, but now he gets to team up with his boys. You know what I'm saying? His boys from college and all that stuff is like, and things like this really don't happen in the NBA. Really, I can't even. The last time like 3 players from the same college team is on 4, let alone 2. 2 is the most. I mean, we get to 3 and 4 now. That's like it's never heard of it before. So it's a great thing. Like I said, going into the season, if we can stay healthy, like I said, I know we can challenge the Celtics in the East, the Bucks, the Sixers, all these teams, man. So it's gonna be a great season. And then like I said, next thing is up the NBA draft. Like I said, yeah, I was at the draft and stuff like that, and I thought it was gonna be some like blockbuster deals, like sometimes during the draft, that's when like NBA vets get traded, you know what I'm saying, in a blockbuster deal to teams and stuff like that. But in this instance, it really didn't happen. Like I said, everything like held to the status quo. Like I said, the guys would pick. First pick went to the Atlanta Hawks. They picked what's his name, Richard, something like that from France. It was a lot of foreign-born players that was picked in this NBA draft, and then the Wizards follow up with Sarr and things like that. And then you have Stephon Castle and these guys. But yeah, man, I was happy for these young guys to go, get drafted. It was their day. You know what I'm saying? They've been hoping and wishing for this day for the longest. And like I said, everything was great, man. Before the game, like I said, I got to meet R. Will and stuff like that. Great guy, you know what I'm saying? So chopped it up a little bit. So it was all good, And like I said, for the Knicks, I thought the Knicks was only going to, well, they had 2 picks. I thought it was only going to keep 1 pick, but the Knicks end up getting 4 young players out of this draft. They end up they end up making some trades, getting like 5 second-round picks or something like that. You know what I'm saying? They kept the pick. So the guys that they picked was Pacom Dadier. You know what I'm saying? He's a 6'8", small forward with a smooth little stroke and stuff like that. Also, they picked what's the name? Tyler Kolek, the point guard out of Marquette. He was like the leading assist in the NCAA for the last 2 seasons. So he was like the point guard on Marquette, but he led the NCAA in assists the last 2 seasons, which, that's something that we do need, like off the bench, like somebody that can run a team and things like that. So we'll see how he do, like I said. And then the third pick was Kevin McCullers, a small forward out of Kansas, And then the last pick was the last pick of the draft, Mr. Irrelevant, was Ariel Huporti or something like that, the center from Germany. He was like 7 foot, 246. So, like I said, we came out with 4 players. Like I said, now will they see any time in the NBA? Yeah, they may see times, but mostly they're going to be seen in the G League. They'll start off in the G League and stuff like that. But you know how the NBA season is, man. Is injuries is a part of the game. Injuries do happen and things like that. So, even though some people say, oh, these guys not going to play, yeah, they might end up playing due to some injuries and stuff like that, because you're going to have to call them up and stuff like that and bring them up from the G League. What's the whole Villanova crazy thing about? Yeah, hey, man, I guess they just went with the success that Brunson, DiVincenzo, and Hart had last year, man. And you saw how they played in the playoffs, man. Them guys was giving it all they had, man. It's like, I mean, they willed us to victories, like especially in the playoffs, man. They were tough. I mean, it's only when they started going down, when they started getting injured, like Hart had that abdominal pull or strain like that. So, he went down there. He wasn't really no good after that. And then Brunson broke his left hand in that Pacers series and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, man. But before then, they was giving it all they had, man. So I guess they was like, hey, you know what? Let's say I'm Mikal Bridges, you know what I'm saying? He fits the mold, you know what I'm saying? He's a defensive player. You know, so he's a wing player. Plus, he can shoot. He got 3-point shooting capabilities and stuff like that. He can put it on the floor. He can create his shots. You know what I'm saying? He's not a superstar player. Like I said, he is a good player. You know what I'm saying? And what the Knicks with uniform, like he's a third or fourth option or fifth, and that's great. You know what I'm saying? He don't have to be the number one option on the team like he was on the Nets when they traded for him, in the Durant deal. So there's no pressure on him, like I said, and it's going to ease him into no pressure is going to be him. So he could just play his role, just be a wing defender, shooting, stuff like that, and 3-point shooting when we need it, things like that, making plays for people and stuff like that, and making plays on the defensive end. So, he'll fit in nicely. Like I said, no pressure on him, you know what I'm saying? So he's a fourth option, fifth option, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, whatever we need him. But like I said, we need him, you know what I'm saying, for depth, things like that. OG and Anunoby, he gets hurt. Sometimes he gets hurt. So, you know what I'm saying, if he goes out, now we got Mikal Bridges to fall back on, which is a great thing compared to if we had neither one. Yeah, Donovan Clingan gonna be good and soon. DeAndre States, but better be. Yeah, Donovan Clingan, he's going to the Blazers. So yeah, that's good. And also, I know a lot of people sleeping on what's his name in the draft too, Zach Edey from Purdue. Everybody talking about he's slow. He just sounds like, man, if you look at it, a lot of the big guys in the NBA ain't fast. Embiid's not fast. Joker's not fast. Even Luka Doncic is not the fastest player, but they still affect the game. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna be a good player in the NBA. Maybe he's not gonna be this. He ain't gonna be no star player like this, but a guy at 7'4", he's gonna cause some problems because he has a good offensive game and he can rebound and he can block shots. So it's not like he's like uncoordinated out there and stuff like that. He's just gonna have to get, and people say like get motor and stuff like that. But like I said, a lot of the NBA is not like a fast-paced up and down game because a lot of these teams would do a half court and things like that. So I think he's going to be fine. Yeah, he just have to learn the NBA speed in the beginning, but as he get it, I think he'll be all right, man. I was like, me personally, I wanted the Knicks to pick him. I wish you fell back in the draft for us to pick him. A 7'4" guy, you can't teach height, man. You know what I'm saying? Dude can rebound, he can shoot, and he's a great free throw shooter for a big man. You know what I'm saying? He got nice touch, and that's what people don't feel to realize. Like, this guy got a nice touch. You know what I'm saying? Plus, he's, like I said, he's a load in the paint. And when you get in that paint, it's like he's either going to block that shot or make that shot very difficult. That's what you need in today's NBA. Somebody that can move, and he's not as slow as people want to make him seem like out to be and stuff like that. I think he's actually going to have a good NBA career. But, he's 7'4". Those guys, as far as health-wise, their bones and stuff like that. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I thought that was a good pick for Memphis. They needed some size because they traded what's that? Steven Adams. They had Steven Adams before, things like that. So that was good for them. And some other things in the draft that was good was what's the dude? The 8th pick, Rob Dillingham from Kentucky. He got drafted by the Spurs, but he actually got traded to Minnesota. So that was a good pickup for Minnesota. So the T-Wolves got a good one in that, Rob Dillingham. Also in there, I thought some good fit was Dalton Connect. He was a top-rated shooter. I was like, oh yeah, playing at Tennessee. I've seen a lot of Tennessee games this year. Yeah, he can light that thing up, man. So that was a good pick for the Lakers because they looking for more shooting. Since they hired JJ Redick as a coach and stuff like that. So that was a good fit for the Lakers with Dalton Connect. They need some more shooters and stuff like that. And also, who else? The Miami Heat. Another guy that I wanted the Knicks to pick, the center from Indiana, Khalil Ware, the 7-foot center from Indiana. He's got a good game, shot blocking, can shoot the 3-point shot, good offensive game. Can block shots and play defense. He just got, like I said, his thing is his motor. His questionable motor sometimes, and also he got to put some little bit more weight on. But I think he's going to be good. I think he's going to be okay. Like I said, a lot of these guys, like I said, learning the speed of the NBA game, the physicality of the NBA game, they're going to have to get accustomed to it. But once they do it and get their bearings right, I think they're going to be all right and stuff like that. So as far as the first round, let me see who was there. I'm like surprised that they were I know Kyle Filipowski fell out of the first round. I know he fell out of the first round, and I didn't know what was that about, but then you come to find out later it was some off-court things and all that type of stuff that I'm not really going to get into it. So But yeah, he fell into the second round. Somebody else that slipped into the second round that I thought I was just like, man, I was like, man, he fell into the second round. I couldn't even believe he fell into the second round. You know what I'm saying? What's good? The link's still good. Oh yeah, it's still good, bro. Still good. Yeah, what's up, Luca? What's good, my boy Knicks Cast? You know what I'm saying? Get a chance, man. Check out Knicks Cast and stuff like that. Give you great Knicks contents, Yankees, everything, man. You know, Luca, Knicks Cast, part of the Big Blue Crew and stuff like that, man. So check him out, man. All that stuff, man. Also, my boy RC, she got game, he got game. You know what I'm saying? Check out his site too. You know what I'm saying? He got his channel and stuff like that. Like I say, he do WNBA games. Fever. Lynx, Aces, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Iowa basketball, man. You get a chance, man. Midwest stuff and all that stuff, man. So, check him out, man. You know what I'm saying? He probably jump on soon and stuff like that, talk stuff like that, but NBA and stuff like that, man. Yeah, Luca, man, just talking about this Knicks, Mikal Bridges trade, how I felt about it and stuff like that. Also, the NBA draft, like I said, I was there. I went to the draft. Me and my boy, my homie went up there to the draft, went Wednesday to the first round. We was in the building and stuff like that, checking out, these guys living out their dreams and stuff like that. As a Knicks fan, like I said, usually in the past, we had high draft picks, lottery picks, and we up in there, we happy, but it feels good. It finally feels good to like have a late first round pick now, because that means your team is doing good. They're playing real good and they're a good team. So it feels good, man. It's like, I feel like we're like the Spurs, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we feel like we're from the Spurs. What's good?
Yo, what's up, bro? Can you hear me?
I'm good, RC, man. What's good, bro?
What's up with you, man?
Ain't nothing much,
So,
man. Talking that little talk, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Man. Hey, my first time on my channel, man. Thanks for popping up on the channel. I know you be in the chat sometimes. Like I said, man, check this brother out, man.
No,
like some WNBA
yeah,
stuff.
no problem, bro.
Yeah, man.
You say what?
No, I say I'm just telling everybody, man, to check your channel out, man. It's like, hey, they want to
Oh
listen
yeah,
to
man, grinding hard, double duty, talking NBA now too. We going all the way in.
Yeah. So that's that Midwest guy. He got all the Midwest thing going on with the Timberwolves and stuff, like the Pacers and stuff like that. He got it going on, man.
Yeah. So man, what's going on with this draft? We recapping the draft or whatever? That's what we're doing.
Huh? Yeah,
we recapping. Yeah. Draft recap. Who y'all get some light in here? Who y'all taking the draft, bro?
You said who? Yeah, we actually got like 4 guys out the draft. I didn't even know, because we only had 2 draft picks coming in, 3 draft picks coming in, and we turned it into like 6 draft picks and stuff like that. But we got this guy from France, 6'8" wing. He's like a smooth shooter or something like that. His name Pacom Dottie. You know what I'm saying? And then we also got second round, we got the point guard from Marquette, Tyler Kolek.
Oh yeah, y'all got Kolek. I heard that teams was passing on him, but I don't know why. And do you think he's gonna play for you? You think y'all think y'all gonna give him some playing time, or y'all think he's gonna be in the G League?
I think he's gonna get in the G League, but like I said, the only way these guys are really gonna get some playing time, except if, like I said, we get some injuries and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because if they healthy, I don't think these guys are gonna see, see some playing time. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you know how last year was, man. We had all these injuries and stuff like that, so we was like a walking wounded. We needed guys to play. So
it was rough. It was rough, man. It was rough for y'all to beat.
I know, man.
We got that Rob Dillingham, man. I'm seeing John Wall, De'Aaron Fox. I'm seeing all the Kentucky guards, and I don't know if it's true though. Say we got a steal from the Spurs.
Yeah, he's good, man. He's good. I watched him play Kentucky this year. You know what I'm saying? He's an explosive scorer and stuff like that. He can run the point, so that's something like they needed too. You know what I'm saying? I know they got Mike Conley and stuff like that, but you know what I'm saying? But he's a young dude, man. He's like I said, he's gonna take his little time. He's gonna get his little knickknacks and stuff like that early on, but I think he's gonna be good, man. You know what I'm saying? He just gotta learn, the speed of the game and things like that, man. So he'll be good. But that was a real good you know what I'm saying, for you guys, man. You jumped up to number 8, you know what I'm saying, to get that guy, you know what I'm saying? So it tells you, you know what I'm saying, it's like they saw something in there that they like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to play with that, add to that Timberwolves team.
And then I'm gonna ask you, what about Hardenstein? He gone. How you feel about that?
Yeah, I was gonna talk about NBA free agency. I know, man. Like I said, I wanted to keep him, but hey, when I heard that the amount of money, I was like, ain't no way. And hey, man, these guys got to get the bag, man. They going for the bag. They get the bag. Hey, man, you do what you got to do. If somebody gonna give you the bag, you gonna take the bag. You know what I'm saying? I could see if it's like a $2-3 million difference, but his was gonna be like $11-12 million difference from the Knicks. So it's like a season's like you got to take it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, plus he goes to a good team. You know, it ain't like he going to a bad team.
I agree with you right there. He is going to a good team. Ain't no doubt about that. No doubt about that. I mean, Mitchell Robinson's still there. So I mean, y'all got to go get a big man, another big man. And then when I saw y'all give OG all that money, I'm like, I scratch my head.
But you can't even say that now because you see all the money that everybody else is being sold.
Yeah, yeah. Tatum.
Everybody getting on this what you call it, this NBA TV deal. Like, hey, they just giving out crazy money, man. I'm money, man. Matter of fact, we just gonna get into that too, man, with the NBA free agency. Well, we all know, like I said,
free agency going crazy right now. For real.
Like I said, I went to bed last night. And the next thing I wake up in the morning, I'm like, Paul George is a Sixer. I'm like, what?
Too.
In the middle of the night,
just I was about 6 o'clock for me over on my time. No, probably 5:30. I'm like, Paul George signed with the 76ers. It's 5:30 a.m. They don't hold back, do they? They don't hold back.
He did that deal like 3:30 in the morning, 3:40 in the morning. He did the deal or something like that, man. 3 o'clock, whatever it was. I was like, but I was kind of surprised that he left the Clippers because that's his hometown.
I'm happy. Not to cut you off, I'm happy he left the Clippers because the Clippers, they've been needing to rebuild for a couple of years and they playing. It's time to blow this thing up. It is time to blow it up, man.
But I didn't think they were because if they signed Kawhi to a 3-year, 155, they trying to sign Paul too. They trying to sign him to a 3-year deal, but he wanted a 4. And I'm like, what's the difference between a one more year? Why don't you just give him the 1 more year? The dude is home. He's home.
I don't think it's hard to move Kawhi. And if they not winning, he gonna be like, let me up out of here. Because they already trying to trade Westbrook too.
Yeah, I heard that they was trying to get
rid of him. I mean, what they gonna do? I mean, it can't be in purgatory forever.
So wait a minute. So they don't have no championship aspirations no more. Is they trying to blow the team up?
I think the fact that they played with Paul George because he wanted that 4th year and they was playing around, they got burned by that. And you know, Kawhi, can he stay healthy for a whole season? And they got young. They need to get younger. That's just my opinion, though, bro.
I was just kind of surprised because I know those two, like Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, you know, they hatched the plan to play.
Too. Yeah, that too.
I'm like, Paul George leaves Kawhi and he left him. I'm like, maybe he knows something that we don't know as far as his injuries. That's probably why he left. I mean, I that's the only thing I can think. But I know Kawhi probably like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I thought this guy's gonna stay with me the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Because we both wanted to come to LA, come home and win this championship for the Clippers. And they had 5 years together and it just never really, you know what I'm saying, 5 years. Man, but I just like, man, Kawhi signed his deal. He thinking Paul going to sign his deal, and Paul didn't sign his deal, and it's like now he left him. Wow,
kind of remind you of Kyrie and KD. When who that took off first? Was it James Harden or Kyrie? One of them took off.
No, James Harden did it because you remember he forced his way out of Philadelphia. Yeah. Then he goes to Philadelphia, and then he forced his way out of Philadelphia.
Yeah, now he over there with Kawhi. And if I'm Kawhi and I see James Harden, I'm like, hey, I want to put in a trade. I want to put in a trade request. I'm ready to go.
But James just signed a 2-year, $70 million deal. I'm saying, you're taking this guy $35 million again?
I know, but you know what? To answer your question, I think they do want to stay competitive. I think they do have championship aspirations. They moving into a new arena, but this roster is looking really shaky, bro. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Championship aspirations. I mean, when Paul George left, the championship aspirations went out the window because I mean, it's only Kawhi Leonard, and like I said, he don't play like 82 games. He only play like 60 games. They try to save him for the playoffs, and then he don't even play in the playoffs.
You got that right. So that's what I'm saying. You might as well start rebuilding. I mean, you look around and you see what you got: Norman Powell and Zubac, and you got all these, mediocre players. No disrespect to them, but it's like they're not gonna get it done for you.
Yeah, well, let me see. With that type of roster, you're not even probably gonna be an eighth seed. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna play in. You're gonna play in because you can't be an eighth seed. Because I mean, I know there's like 7 other teams that's have a better roster than those guys. Yeah, hell, even the Lakers look like they're gonna move past them and something like that. And the Lakers really, like I said, I don't care too much for their roster, but I think the Lakers probably is even better than them now. Definitely better than them without Paul George. You know what I'm saying? So
Did you not to cut you off? Did you see what they said about Tibbs when Tibbs found out Mikal Bridges don't miss no games? Tibbs said, "Hold my beer." So he gonna have Mikal missing some games, one way or another.
Mikal playing 48 minutes every game. 48. It's like he gonna damn that boy down 48 minutes. It's like, bro. Yep. I listen. I hope you learn this lesson from the playoffs, man. It's like, hey, play so let these guys get some rest and alternate. And like, you know what I'm saying, keep these guys fresh for the postseason, man, because you don't want to run them into the ground by the time the postseason come in and stuff like that, man. But I was going to ask you as far as like the free agency, like I know, like I said, Paul George was the big one. That's the biggest shift because he left the West Coast and went over to the East. So that shifted power. I ain't going to say shifted power from the East to the West, but it might have, you know what I'm saying? Because now the East is kind of top heavy. Now you got Boston, Philadelphia, New York. Milwaukee's still there too. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's 4 teams right there. And then the West too has they 4. They got, Denver, Minnesota, Dallas,
OKC.
And but the one team that I had a question mark for is like, man, I don't know, it's like the your boys, the Warriors. What's going on with them? Because I thought it was clearing like Chris Paul's salary off and getting rid of Klay Thompson so that way they could bring in Paul George, but Paul George never came.
They, from what I heard, and I'm pretty sure you might have heard it too, they needed Paul George in a sign and trade. They could not just sign him outright. They couldn't sign him as a free agent, and that fell through. And so, Paul George is.
They couldn't sign because they got rid of Chris Paul to open up $30 million, and then what's the name, Klay Thompson opted out. I thought they had like the cap space.
Yeah, I don't know how their numbers work, bro. I don't know.
I know.
I don't see how they financially got restricted over there. I mean, they didn't even sign and trade Klay Thompson. They just, he was an unrestricted free agent though, I believe.
I know he just walked for free.
He walked for free. George walked for free.
That's unheard of because usually the guys like that don't walk for free though. I mean, Paul George don't walk for free as a sign and trade. I don't know what the Clippers was thinking. I'm like, yo, if you've had an inkling like this guy wasn't going to come back. If he opted out, he wasn't going to come back. You should just did a sign and trade or something like that. Talk to him or something like that. Get something because that right there, their front office. Their front office is in trouble because there's no way you let a guy like that walk for free and get nothing. So and the Cavs are looking at that too with Donovan Mitchell. That's why they're trying to see if he's going to sign this extension. So they're going to try to pressure him and see if he's going to sign it. And if he doesn't sign it, I think they're going to do a trade. They're going to try to trade him too. I don't know to where, but could be the Lakers. I don't know because. But what I'm saying, because they don't want to be left with nothing either, you know what I'm saying? Because if they don't trade him, he's going to be a free agent after next year he got opt out.
You was going to ask me, was PG going to make the 76ers a contender?
Oh, yeah,
top 4, maybe top 4, top 3, top 4 instantly, but I don't know if this gets them over the hump. To me, it's comparable to like Jimmy Butler when he was with the 76ers. You finally got a wing since Butler left. You finally get you a wing player, but Paul George is 34, and he did have a healthy season, but he's not known to stay healthy.
That's my biggest thing with the Paul George thing is like it's a great addition for the 76ers, but even my boy, he's a Sixers fan too, and he said the same thing. He's like, yeah, but that guy, he misses a lot of games. He don't you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, he don't stay healthy, man. I was like, yeah, I know, man, but.
It's good that they was able to re-sign Oubre Jr. then, right? They signed him 2 years. He re-up for $16 million.
Yeah, he re-up. Also, they got Andre Drummond. They got, I think, Eric
Andre Drummond. He keep going to Philadelphia. Just stay there. Why you keep leaving and coming back?
yeah, man. And I know it's like, yo, but that was a big gift for them too, because Embiid got size, he got size, so now it's like you got the backup coming in with some size. They're gonna like try to wear you down, You know what I'm saying? Eric Gordon is going to be there for 3-point shooting and stuff like that. You know, Kelly Oubre, you know what I'm saying? They brought him back, but they lost Nicholas Batum. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Tobias, you know what I'm saying? They didn't want him back, you know what I'm saying? So he ended up going to Detroit. I'm surprised Detroit gave him like 50-something million for 2 years. You know
I think they got him for veteran leadership. I'm just gonna be honest with you. And they need it. They need it too. They need it. Detroit need that.
So what were some other deals that you were like kind of like amazed at, you know what I'm saying? Like some signings, like kind of like.
I mean, I was just thinking that in the back of my head. And this not gonna sound like a big signing, but I like the Jalen Smith signing to the Bulls. I think he kind of fell out the rotation with Indiana having all those big men. You know, I think Smith is kind of underrated a little bit. And the Bulls, they getting younger, so it's good to see them, you know, bringing over another young player. He's still young. He was just drafted like 2020 draft, so you know, it's an underrated, you know, pickup.
Jalen Smith, 3 years, $27 million with the Bulls, and then the Bulls is like, man. DeRozan looked like he out of there. He don't want to be in there no more because they traded Caruso for Giddey, and now I think they saying they trying to trade Levine. They trying to do the Levine thing, get rid of him, and also it was one more they was trying to. The Lonzo Ball situation. What's going on? No, he picked up his option, but I don't know what's going on in Chicago, man. You know what I'm saying? But DeMar, like he's out of there. He don't want to be there. But I think the only way he can get out of there is with a sign and trade. So I think the only place would be the Lakers or something like that. He is from LA, so he will want to go home. So
who would the Lakers be giving up?
Yeah, that's one thing because the Lakers don't never want to give up Austin Reeves. They don't want to give up Austin Reeves.
They could have had DeJounte Murray. They'd be playing around. They just, I don't know, man. That's a head scratcher right there. I got to scratch my head at the Lakers.
And then another thing, I mean, the Atlanta Hawks is like they traded DeJounte Murray for like Larry Nance and Dyson Daniel and 2 first-round picks. DeJounte wanted like 2 first-round picks with DeJounte. I know they want all 3. You know what I'm saying, which is cool. You know what I'm saying. DeJounte Murray's a good point guard, but I don't know. Yeah, it didn't work out in Atlanta, but I don't even know if Atlanta going to keep Trae Young. See, I don't know what Atlanta.
Might as well put him on the block.
That's what I keep hearing. I keep hearing he might be traded. He could be traded to the Spurs, but the Spurs just got Stephon Castle, the point guard. But then again, and then Chris Paul just went there too. So Chris Paul going to mentor Castle and stuff like that. So maybe it could be LA because D'Angelo Russell, I think he opted in to stay with the Lakers, but he's not really their point guard like that. So if they could get a point guard, it's like they'll do it. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of. You know what I'm saying is the Lakers. You know, and Golden State, like I said, like you said, they trying to get Lauri Markkanen or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Lauri Markkanen been mentioning. He been mentioned everywhere, bro. Everywhere. Like his name is associated with every team. Like off the rip, everybody like trying to inquire about his services. I don't know I don't even want to talk about the Jazz. They just, I mean, I guess they find Danny Ainge fine with being mediocre. I suppose. I mean. Get young and get young draft picks because you got Jordan Clarkson, he can play. Markkanen, he can play. John Collins, he can play. Sexton. But you don't want to win. You don't want to win too many games. You ain't going nowhere.
Then you got if he turned, but he want to fleece people in deals. So Lauri Markkanen might want like 5 or 6 first-round picks with Lauri Markkanen. You know, he be trying to get 7, 8 first-round picks. I'm like, bro. The dude's an all-star. He's a good player, like I said, but he be hurt too. And Lauri Markkanen be out too some games. But like I said, that was that. And then like I said, with the free agent, with the signings, like I said, I know Emmanuel Quickly. You know, he got his money. I'm happy for him. He got 5 years.
His money. And I'm trying to think of some free agent signings that really blew me away.
Well, I was looking at like guys that stay with team like Cade Cunningham. The Pistons about to give him like $226. I mean, on the rookie thing, I'm like, man, $226. Cade. I mean, don't get me wrong, Cade is a good player, but it's like
he can ball. Cade can ball though.
Cade can ball. They doling out this money. They just doling out this money, and the Celtics, you know, they just signed Jason Tatum to a 5-year.
Oh yeah.
And also, what's that? Derek White. He got a 4-year, $126.
They just printing paper up, you know, for free. They just got money. They act like it's monopoly money the way they just throwing it everywhere.
I just want to know how they could sign. How they got 2 players in their roster making $315 million. 2 players, $315 apiece.
Don't know.
And you just gave Derek White $126. Drew Holiday has a contract. Kristaps Porzingis has a contract. I'm like
Drew Holiday.
I was like, well, wait a minute, why they not falling on the first apron, the second apron, like all these other teams? Like, they can't sign some of these players, and then they allowed to sign these players. So they
Yeah,
must know. We don't know, man. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how they doing it. I have no clue. So do y'all still want Donovan Mitchell, or that trip that boat has sailed?
That both don't sell because at the end of the day, we don't have no money for anything now.
You
The
get no
team,
money.
that's what we got. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and Anobi got 212. You know what I'm saying? Mikel's on a great deal. He only got 19 mil a season. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Julius Randle and what's the name? Jalen Brunson. They're eligible for extension. So I don't know if they're going to be able to extend them this season or next, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, them guys, like I said, when I'm looking at these other guys' salary around the league, I'm like, man, Brunson deserves to be paid $50 million a season. These other guys getting $50 million and they get more than him. I'm like, man.
I mean, I heard something about. I mean, so many. It's just rumors, but I heard Julius Randle, might be going back to LA, but it's just rumors, man. So
Yeah.
I don't trust everything I read or hear. But for who? I mean, it don't sound plausible. For who?
At
There
the end
is
of the
nobody on the Lakers.
right. At the end of
They
the
ain't giving up AD. They're not giving up Bron.
right. We might as well just keep, like I said, we might as well keep these guys here because, like I said, we need these guys to battle the Celtics, the Sixers, and all these other teams. It's like, hey, we got to keep our team stacked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can't weaken our team. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to win this championship or be a contender or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this NBA season, man, it's gonna be very, very lit. This NBA season is gonna be great, man.
Yeah.
It's like the games are gonna be good. The competition is going to be good. Oh, and then you look at the Dallas. I was talking about the Mavericks too because they got Klay Thompson on a 3-year, $50 million deal. So they got Klay Thompson to be with Kyrie and Luka. You know what I'm saying? So they traded Tim Hardaway. Got him off their books and stuff like that. But yeah, man, like I said, this NBA free agency, I think this is the most that I've seen. Like big names move around, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just in free agency, not being traded, just in free agency. I'm like usually guys stay or they get a sign and trade, but like I said, Paul George walked. What's his name walked? Klay Thompson looked like he walked. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When we talking about that walk, it's like these guys just walk for free, man. I'm like, you just let these
You
guys
said
just
Paul
go.
George? Yeah.
George walked. Like I said, he walked. I mean, he was the biggest one that walked. He walked. And I know
So if you would, no, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, so if you were playing Klay, do you think he chose the right team? Should he have chosen the Lakers? I think he should have. He chose the right team, in my opinion.
Yeah. You know what though? Like I said, even with the Lakers, if he didn't win, I know he's a LA kid, so I mean he'd have been home. You know what I'm saying, even Golden State, you know what I'm saying, but he would have been home in LA. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he could have went wrong with either team because the Lakers look like this season they want to be more of a shooting team, running up and down because that's like the Dalton Connect and Reeves.
That's a great pickup.
Right, and I think J.J. Redick want to get more shooters and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's what they want to do. So I think that would have been a great thing for Klay Thompson. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, either fit to me is good. You know what I'm saying? The Mavericks is a good fit for him too. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of surprised. Like the Mavericks cleared some room and he went.
Yeah.
Like I said, these guys be knowing behind the scenes what's going on because when they start clearing out cap space, like why this team clearing out this scale, trying to get rid of this player. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then you see what happens, and you be like, okay, I see what's going on now. You know what I'm saying? And the Sixers, I didn't even know they was going to get Paul George because I thought the Clippers wasn't going to fumble that. I thought the Clippers was going to just give him the money and stuff like that and just be done with it. But when the Clippers played him and then give him that 4th year, I'm like, man. And you let him become a free agent. He opted out. I was like, he left $48 million on the table. I was like, well, he knows something. He left 48. I know he's going to get his money because I mean, $48 million. He's one of the. He's gonna get paid. He's gonna get his money. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't nothing to him because he left that 1 year on the table and got 4 more. About 3 more years extra. So he good, man. And
so those are 2 teams that now have holes in their lineup. The Clippers got the hole in their lineup, no PG, and then here's the one we didn't bring this one up yet. KCP, he ain't in Denver no more. He with Orlando. So Denver got a hole for the shooting guard.
Oh, well, what did Orlando give him?
Nothing. He just went over there and signed. I think he signed like for 32 mil. I mean, don't quote me on that, but he did sign with the Magic. I think it was 32 million for like 2 years, 3 years. So Denver don't have no shooting guard no more. But I did read that the Denver GM, he said that they was gonna push Christian Barnes into the starting lineup. So is Denver taking a step back?
Yeah.
Maybe so.
And then, like I said, then on us is Hartenstein, man. Hartenstein leaves for a 3-year, 87. He got 29 million. I didn't even see that coming. I thought he was
Yeah,
gonna get like
that's nice.
20. I thought he was gonna get 20, 21, 23,
Because
30. You could just say $2 million.
the Thunder needed a big man, didn't they? I
Yeah,
swear that I was because
yeah,
Chet too skinny. Yeah,
yeah,
Chet too skinny.
yeah. Like I said, but the Thunder had money. That's the thing. When these teams got money, like Thunder, Detroit, all these teams got money. Even Orlando had money. It's like, and Orlando was in the mix for Paul George because he's supposed to meet with them, but it's like he had that first meeting with the Sixers, and that was it. He just signed. He didn't even take his other. Sometimes when they say things like that, I think they just be saying those other teams. But if you get that first
True.
meeting, you're the favorite. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Compared to like if you're the favorite, and you get the third meeting. So you got the last meeting. You're going to do it. But if you get the first meeting and you're the favorite, them other two teams is like they don't even stand a chance because the people always say like don't leave there without giving him a contract. You got to sign that contract. If he leaves it out, what I'm saying, with that contract, that man. Because I heard like the Sixers that came over there. It was like the Sixers that came over there. I think Dr. J came over there. They brought their entourage like Dr. J.
Oh wow. Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think it was MB Maxi was like, but Dr. J was there. You know what I'm saying? He was there.
They brought everybody, huh?
Yeah, they be bringing out the big guns when they be doing those meetings and stuff like that. They bring out big guns and stuff like that. And after they left the meeting,
they brought everything except for the Liberty Bell. Oh goodness.
But they were saying that a couple of days ago, like the Sixers would be the front runner. They'll be the front runner if he becomes a available free agent. And I'm just thinking, like, I was like, there's no way he's gonna become available. I think.
Did you hear Denver name in there? Because I heard Denver name in there too.
You did?
You didn't? Yeah, I heard Denver name was in there like for a brief second.
Yeah, because it was only three. It was just the Clippers, the Sixers, and the Magic. Those are the only three that he had a meeting scheduled.
Yeah.
Man. I know. Kawhi probably like, my God. It's like, yo, my boy.
I don't know if Kawhi got the heart to ask out, like say like Anthony Davis, who said, "I'm ready to go, New Orleans. I'm ready to go." I don't know if Kawhi would say that. I'm ready to go.
Well, if you don't say that, he gonna stay because he gonna stay. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't know if they could bring that now because everybody is kind of basically locked in to these other new teams now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be another 3 years before somebody become available. You know what I'm saying? It's like, Giannis when another couple years, but Giannis, he's a loyal guy, so he'll end up staying. He like Dame. I'm surprised Dame they finally had to trade Dame from Portland. You know what I'm saying? Because Dame was gonna keep staying in Portland. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't think he's happy in Milwaukee either. I don't think he's happy in Milwaukee either.
Who?
Dame. We talking about Dame. I'm talking about Dame.
You don't think Dame happy in Milwaukee?
I don't think he wanted to be there.
No, he wanted to be in Miami. Where he wanted to go.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying, when you have a contract, that's the thing though. If he was on a expiring deal, then he'd have all the power and the leverage. But he was not. He was on the 3 years, so he had no leverage. He couldn't sell him where he told him where he wanted to go, but they was going to honor that. They was going to take the best deal and they're going to send him where they want to send him.
It's going to be a big season. It's going to be a big season for Milwaukee too, because everybody getting better, but they not. I don't think they are.
And that's what a lot of saying is like everybody's gotten better. It's like Milwaukee really ain't add nobody. It's like, but see, I don't know they salary cap. They probably at the top with the salary cap, so they probably couldn't do nothing.
They don't have much money. They really don't. Not for going out, getting a big splash.
I mean, well, they got Lopez, they got Middleton, they got Giannis and Dame's contract. So yeah, I could see why they ain't had no money because they paying.
And those are the people that they trying to shop. They trying to shop like Brook Lopez. Ain't nobody gonna bite on Brook. Brook just a big man at this point, slow to shoot threes. What's that?
They trying to shop him. I know they're trying to shop Brook Lopez.
Yeah, they're trying to shop Brook. They definitely trying to shop. They trying to see what they can get, but their roster does not present, such a roster where you can get anything really good back for, what they have. They're not moving Giannis. That would never happen. They're not moving Dame.
But if they move Brook, I'm just saying like you really ain't. I mean, where's the size at? I mean, because and then Middleton, because Middleton really is not. I mean, he's not really healthy. So I mean, he's another one that misses a lot of games.
You know what I think it was? It was the San Antonio inquiry, possibly inquiring about Brook, and Milwaukee talking like Keldon Johnson. And I'm thinking like the Spurs just hung up the phone. Like, I'm not giving up on Keldon Johnson. He like a 4th-year player. I'm not. No, we're not doing that. No,
I
we're
mean,
not.
Brook is like what? Brook is like 38, 37. Brook is
Yeah,
old.
yeah. He ain't got too much longer.
Yeah, but the Bucks window closed. I mean, they was the champions like what was that 2 years ago, and that window closed, man. I mean,
I think that was the pandemic year, 2020.
yeah, they got Damon, like that rejuvenated them, but like damn, but then they got Doc Rivers as coach, and I don't know, man. His
No,
offense is just like a bogged down, like a half court offense, and I don't know if that
that,
suits Dame.
that was the Lakers year. My bad. That was the Lakers year when they won 2020. The
Mm-hmm.
Bucks won the next year.
Mm-hmm.
So the Bucks, yeah, there we go. Bucks won in like 2021.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Is like, see, that window closes, man. And that's the same thing, like I said, with Boston. Boston, like I said, they got the championship this year, but
Yep.
like I said, they had an easy path to the championship because, like I said, they had a lot of teams was
Yeah.
hurt in the East. You know what I'm saying? But this season coming up, if they're gonna win it, they let's say now if they beat these teams when they're healthy, then I'll be like, yeah, they really deserve it and they won it. But I don't think it's gonna be easy like the way it was this year. I don't think they're gonna repeat though. You know what I'm saying? But like I
Who you
said,
talking about? You talking about Boston? Boston got a great chance of repeating.
yeah, I mean, I'm talking about Boston. I don't think they have a great chance to repeat, like I said, because these other teams have got better and these teams are stronger too. Like I said, I watched Boston games, a lot of the games last year, and there was some, like I said, that they was winning some games, but they was losing games too. It's like it wasn't like they was unbeatable. You know what I'm saying? And the thing with Boston is they're bigs. They if you get a team that's like rebounds and you could beat them in the post and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Dallas just couldn't do it. I don't know why they couldn't do it with those two guys, with Lively and those guys, but a team that's like strong in the post will beat Boston. You know what I'm saying? Because KP stays outside. Al Horford is old. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you beat Boston. Is like that post players and stuff like rebounding, shot blocking, and stuff like that. Second chance opportunities, you're gonna beat them and stuff like that. And that's what I say. I like the Knicks' chances if we get somebody to help Mitchell Robinson, because if Mitchell Robinson helps, he controlled them boys. He controlled that paint down there and stuff like that. And then you got Milwaukee. I mean, you got Miami, and you got Philadelphia too, because with Embiid and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a great season this year, man. It's gonna be very great. Like I said, I mean, I'm glad. It's almost like parity. It's like it's the level of competition is gonna be even that much better and stuff like that.
What you think about? Because we got to talk about this before. Bronny James. What do you think about this dude getting drafted?
Listen, I'm gonna say it like this. I mean,
Hey.
and listen, in any other any other hemisphere or something, he will not get drafted. But listen, I see it, and I see a lot of people's point on Twitter and all these other stuff. Hey, LeBron got his son drafted. That's what any man would do. Any other person would do. You get your son drafted. Listen, I'm happy. It happens all the time. It happens in all walk of life. People get their son. You got GMs and presidents of team who son never really played anything, but they giving them jobs as assistant coaches and getting them their sons in there and stuff like that. Next thing you know, these guys becoming general managers. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, they've helped their kids all throughout the year and stuff like that. But as far as on the basketball end, like I said, I really think he should have stayed another year in college, because I know he had that medical health thing and stuff. So I think he really should have stayed like just one more year. Like I said, he didn't make it. Like I said, I mean, he's a good young player and stuff like that. Like I said, but this season I don't think it was meant to be. But hey, it is what it is, man. Like I said,
he better show out in summer league, because we know the competition ain't that steep. And if you can't kill it over in summer league, I mean, I'm gonna be scratching my head on that one. Like, hey, and then I think at this point he ain't even better than Max Christie, Jalen Hood, Shapiro, the bottom guys on the bench. He's not even there yet. He can't even hold their bags. So it's like,
well,
guess what, bro?
You'll get to see them in the summer league, right? Because is Max Christie on the summer? Is this second year? Is this going to be a second year?
I think this is third year. But he might not go, but Connect gonna go.
Yeah, if it's third year, he ain't gonna play. It's only gonna be like
he ain't gonna play now. Okay, yeah, we ain't gonna see him.
Yeah, Dolan Connect gonna be on there, but then you also know there's gonna be also guys that's trying to make the squad. So them guys will really come in the summer league, them guys really be coming at it because they trying to make an impression on some team to get them on the roster. You know what I'm saying? These guys take that stuff for real. They take it for real. Ain't no play out there. This ain't no rec league or, at the Y.
Right.
Really good guys is bringing that stuff because they trying to get seen.
And then my biggest thing is they just gave Christie $32 million. That's fine, but he not gonna play. Yeah, he was restricted. And they gave him $32 million based off his promise. Yeah, based off his potential and promise.
How many years? 3?
I think it was 3.
Okay, yeah,
it was 3.
Yeah, coming out of high school, he was one of the best high school basketball players in the country when he was coming out. Max Christie was a shooter and stuff like that. But yeah,
Bron don't want to play nobody young because he 45. He 40 years old. He don't want to play He don't want nobody young to play, bro. Only young person he want to play is his son.
He said Bron.
I had to go there.
I know. Like I said, Bron said, he got to get his son to play. But you know what though? That'll be great though if his son could play and actually make the team and play in the game with him and stuff like that. Hey, listen, it makes for a great story and things like that. And hey, man,
but what happens after that? What happens after that little shining moment?
Hey,
then what happens?
That's for us. That's left to be seen yet. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, that's you have to grow up. You have to grow up and elevate his game and stuff like that if he wants to keep so he got to work. He got to show how much work he gonna put into it and stuff like that, because when you get to this level, man, there's only 400 jobs. There's only 414 jobs in the NBA because there's only 30. That's it.
Right.
The roster.
They said Rich Paul was talking about he don't want no G League contract. You might need to spend some time in the G League. In fact, if I was Bronny, I would have just told LeBron, I would have been like, look, I need to go back to college for one more year. But I think LeBron ego just got in the way, man.
Yeah, but I think because they said that the contract he's gonna get, it ain't gonna be no two-way contract. It's gonna be like a regular contract, so he'll be on the team. So they ain't even hearing that whatever that contract and that what's up. They just want a regular contract that he's gonna have. Which, hey, man, if they're going to give it to him, I mean, he's going to hey, LeBron is a legend. They taking care of him and his son is like this. And listen, and don't get me wrong. I mean, the boy got some talent. It ain't like he ain't got really talent.
Yeah, he can dunk. He can dunk. He can play defense.
Yeah.
I would like to see. Bad. Go ahead.
No, he'll get better. Like I said, he'll get better, man. He's going to take his off early on. He going to, people going to be coming at him and stuff like that. And, you're going to hear all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? But he going to take his off stuff like that. And like I said, he'll get better. I mean, I know his brother, they supposedly is better than him, Bryce, you know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of people say and stuff like that. And he probably is, you know what I'm saying? But
he might go through a lot of failure at first. He might have to, look, no way am I comparing him to Kobe, because you're gonna think I'm drunk or intoxicated. But he might have to take that Kobe lane where he might have to make a whole bunch of failures in order to find his footing. Shooting air balls, stuff like that. It might happen. On his way to find his way.
I know that's been a big the ratings, that's been a big topic like the last weekend and stuff like that. Everybody's show with the whole draft thing. I mean, I knew that was going to happen like that, like the teams, because Rich Paul was calling teams and telling them don't pick him and stuff like that. So I knew he was going to go to the Lakers and you know what I'm saying? Hey, if they're gonna do it, they got a plan for him and stuff like that. Hey man, do it, you know what I'm saying? Plus, you know what I'm saying, he coming off that medical thing. So I mean, they don't want to put too much pressure on him, go to the Lakers. They gonna, take care of him, things like that until, you know what I'm saying, he get his stuff up, like his playing level up and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Because he's gonna take his lumps and stuff like that. So, which is cool, because I know any other team, if he went on any other team, then it will be totally different, you know what I'm saying? Whereas in LeBron, you know what I'm saying, they'd be like, playing the G League. But like I said, and I'm saying right now, that G League, right? I mean, the Summer League is going to be the hottest show in town right now, because everybody going to be looking at that Lakers. And when the Lakers play in the Summer League,
you better be out there. No excuses. Be out there.
He's going to be out there. Summer League.
You know what? As God, if his name was Charles Moore, he wouldn't be in the NBA right now. I just got to keep it real.
But people say, how you get drafted? You average 4 points a game in college. You said, but it's like, he had a late low start, the medical thing and all that stuff. And then
they said his teammate Boogie Ellis was better than him, but he went undrafted. Obviously, Isaiah Collier, he went to the Jazz. He was there. I think he went at pick 29, something like that. Isaiah Collier, he went to USC as well.
Yeah,
So
he from out here. I mean, because what you call? I mean, I'm in the ATL area and stuff like that. Isaiah Kai
yeah,
was the number one player here. Him and Stephon Castle. You know what I'm saying? They were the top two players all year and stuff like that.
yeah.
So they had a great. I mean, it was great. Georgia had some great high school ball players and stuff like
What you hearing about this number one pick? Anything bad? He a bust or is he gonna be good? I don't even know how to say his last name.
that. Yeah,
Zachary Rick, I
Rick,
don't Rick
Ricochet
something.
or something like that. I
Yeah,
know that's his name, man. He looked like he's a good player, but like I said, the foreign players, when they come over here, they're gonna take a little bit of adjustment and stuff like that, and but I think he'll be all right. I think he'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? But like I
the
said, this draft had a lot of French dudes in this draft. I don't know
yeah
what French dudes is like all over the place.
the foreigner players that I think gonna hit. I think gonna be the Buzelis kid that went to the Bulls, and
Uh-huh.
then if he can get healthy, to
Mm.
Topic that went to the Nicola
Yeah, he
Topic.
gonna be out for the year though because he tore his ACL.
Oh, he gonna be out for the year. Yeah, I heard he might just miss half the year, but he might be gone for the full year.
Yeah,
That makes sense. But I think he got potential as well as Buzelis. He
yeah,
was in the G League.
and they got Alexander Sarr that went to the Wizards. He looks like he's going to be good too. The second pick in the draft, Sarr.
Yeah,
He could have won number 1, 2, and stuff like that.
yeah.
But like I said, these foreign players, like I said, man, you don't get to see too many of them until you see the highlights and stuff. But or the G League, because it was a lot of guys that got drafted from overseas and also the G League Ignite. You know what I'm saying, in this
Yeah.
draft, like just like looking around.
And it's scary though. It's scary because you don't know who you getting. You don't know. You might be getting Darko Milicic or you might be getting Dirk Nowitzki. You don't know what you get.
Oh man.
You don't know what you get.
So how do you think what's name played last year? The guy who went from the G League, he was like the number 2. That's Scoot Henderson. Scoot him for the Blazers.
Oh man, I was just talking about Scoot early in the YouTube on short. I was talking about how I said you better be ready because Donovan Clingan gonna be ready. So you need to be ready when you come in. You need to be prepared because you don't want to get outshined by a new rookie from this year's class because I don't think Scoot had a good year last year, and
Right.
it was very underwhelming. And
Yeah,
he needs to come back stronger.
yeah, he got to pick up his play this year because me too. I didn't think it was he had a great rookie season. You know what I'm saying? Because when I watched the games when the Knicks played him and stuff like that, it's like I was like, okay, Scoot. I know he's a rookie and stuff like that, but
Yeah,
yeah,
they bigged him up so much though. They said how great he was gonna be, and it's
mhm.
like and Bill is one of my favorite coaches, and you know how it is. If he don't pick it up, if they don't start winning some games, they're gonna be showing him the door. And I don't have to explain why that is, but he to me he one of the great basketball minds, but he don't really have the roster to make it work. But I do like Clingan because I think he's gonna bring like a whole lot of competitiveness to this team. Be an extension of the coach, even though he's a big man.
Well, I'll tell you what, if he can hang on for one more year at least, man, because next year's draft is going to be loaded. Next year's draft is going to be great.
You think so?
Yeah,
Only name I know is Cooper Flag. I mostly watch women's college basketball. This draft, I probably knew like 5 names. I knew
yeah.
5 names from the men's side.
Yeah, you got Cooper
So,
Flake, you got Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper. You know what I'm saying? Then you're gonna get some guys who second year out of the NCAA. You know what I'm saying? That was good. You know what I'm saying? Like came back for their freshman year and stuff like that. Yeah, this
because
next year.
you know what they say, right? They say that all of these one and dones killed the men's game, and that's why it's it thrives better from the women's college aspect because they get all 4 years to
Yeah, no,
become great. And with the men, you just you don't know. I mean, they one and done. You just don't really know what you really getting.
well, I will say this. I mean, in a way that is kind of true because I'm a Duke fan, so you know what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah.
one and done is great for us. You know what I'm saying? Get these guys in and out and stuff like that, but with the one and done, what it do is like it levels the playing field with the mid majors because now you got the mid majors got guys who play 4 or 5 years in the tournament, and then they play guys that's only got one and dones, and these one and dones didn't get that experience like
Mm-hmm.
those, and they end up losing. And the people are like how they lose is like you got a better stuff, but it's like yeah, but them guys been playing together for 4 or 5 years, whereas these guys is a new set of 5 guys every year, new set of 5, new set of 5, new set of 5. You got to keep teaching them
Right.
every. know what I'm saying? Like Kentucky's and the Duke, it's
Right,
like they
right.
one and done. It's like if they don't win it, it's like, hey, that's it. Because like I said, you can have all the talent, but y'all haven't had that togetherness or something for like a couple of years. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it ain't gonna work like that. Talent could take you over, but so much. You know what I'm saying? It could win you a lot of games, but when it comes down to it, more experience wins.
What was I gonna say? You got me to thinking. Did y'all have anybody to get drafted? I
Yeah,
think somebody got drafted to the 76ers. The
Jeremy Kane.
McCain. Yeah.
He's a good shooter. He's a good shooter. So I mean, that's another thing. That's another thing with him. Man. It's like he's a good shooter. It's like you leave that guy open, he's gonna shoot. So he ain't gonna hesitate. He ain't scared. You know what I'm saying? That was a good pickup for the Sixers, though. That was a good pickup when I saw that.
Duke had it down. Y'all only had like one pick. That's not normally the norm. Duke normally just be everywhere. North Carolina used to be like that too, all over the draft.
Yeah, we had two. We had Kyle Filipowski. He went in the second round.
Oh yeah, him too. Yeah, him too.
Because of off the court things and stuff like that. He dropped. Right. But next year, let me see. Next year we have Cooper Flag. I forgot who else we're gonna have. From Duke, because Cooper Flag gonna be a one and done.
I've seen somebody on YouTube. They already got their 2025 mock draft out. I'm like, oh no, I ain't watching that. It's too soon. It's too soon to be watching that.
But I mean, yeah, it's too soon to watch them. But like I said, you just look at the names and stuff like that. Then you gotta watch through the college season. You're gonna see what happens through the college season and stuff like that. And then I don't even know when they're gonna expand this college playoff, because they've been talking about it. I don't know when they're gonna do it.
I hope they don't. It's gonna water things down. They just did it in the NCAA football. What you gonna expand the 96 teams? That's gonna water down the product. You don't need that. It's for money though. It's for financial gain.
That's all it is, bro. It's all about that dough. It's all about that dough, man. They trying to make this money. I mean, hey, it's money going everywhere. I mean, they paying out lawsuits. I mean, they paying out nil deals. I mean, everything is like, money is just like you said, they just printing money or something like that, because everybody's getting paid, man. You look around. If you got a high school kid who's real good, man, he starts getting a nil deal in high school. Oh man, this dude, he living a life.
Yep, I agree with that. Also, this is a smaller footnote, but Christie brother got drafted too. Max Christie brother, Cam Christie, got drafted to the Clippers.
He did.
So then they got,
they
I thought that was cool.
They in LA together.
Yeah, I said that's cool.
Yeah,
because that ain't gonna get no shine, because all the shine is gonna be on Brian and Bronny. But I'm like, yeah.
You know what happened? I was wondering what happened to that other dude that was like Brandon Boston. I remember seeing him like a couple of years ago. I don't know what team he's on now.
The only time I thought he was fictional. The only time I ever seen Brandon Boston was on 2K. Why? I ain't never seen him in real life.
Yeah, I thought he was fictional, but no, he was one of the best players in high school coming out. You see, all these guys are 5-star recruits, and then when they get to the college, it's like look at last year. What's that? DeJuan Wagner Jr.
You remember? Let's see. Since you're a Duke fan, you remember Sean Dockery?
Oh man, I remember Sean Dockery. Man,
yeah, he was great, man. Because I'm from like the Chicagoland area. He was great when he was here, and I don't know what happened. Either Coach K did not use him, or he just wasn't what we thought he was. Yeah, maybe it was a combination of the both, but it didn't pan out for him.
Yeah,
but he was supposed to go there and like snap
from out of Julian High School.
Right.
I remember him and Weston used to go at it from Crane. Will Bynum.
Will Bynum? Oh yeah. Will Bynum. No doubt. Will Bynum had ups. He could get up.
Bynum in college was giving the business out. Will Bynum.
Where did he go? Did he go to Arizona? I forgot.
Oh,
I forgot where Bynum went.
I think he did go to Arizona, or is it Georgia Tech? I think it was Georgia Tech. Will Bynum, because it could be Arizona.
I can't remember either.
I remember they had high school battles. It was like Crane and what's the name against Julian High School and like that with Sean Dockery. Yeah. And I was happy when we got Sean Dockery. I was like, yo.
That's what I'm saying. My old man was like, Sean Dockery gonna kill. He gonna go off. And who knows? Maybe Coach. I mean, I'm not gonna put nothing past Coach K, because he knows talent better than anybody. So maybe he just wasn't it.
Yeah, listen, he's not the first one that happened to, because I don't seen a lot of guys who was supposed to go to Duke. I mean, from their high school years, and I thought they was going to ball out of control, and they get to Duke, and things don't go the way they go. They end up transferring or doing something else, or I'm saying, I'm just like, yo, you know what? Hey,
Because
and
I
then what?
always had a great eye for talent. Like who was it? Michael Redd. I said coming out of Ohio State, it's
Mhm,
gonna take a minute, but he gonna snap in the league. And he went the second round. He was so
mhm.
good. The Bucks traded Ray Allen for him.
Yeah.
Ray Allen got dealt from Milwaukee because of Mike Redd.
Hmm.
So the injuries took him out.
Yeah. But
But
like I
yeah,
said,
man.
it's gonna be good, man. Like I said, this NBA season coming up, man. I can't even wait for
Right.
the season, man. Like so many, like I said, I'm looking at some of these contracts, and every minute there's something, something coming up, and something like I said is like this person getting
Yeah.
signed, this
Hey,
person.
yeah. So can you see that? I was right. You probably can't see it.
What was that? Oh yeah,
It's
Will
probably
Barton.
too small. Will Bynum, yeah, he went to Arizona. That was a total guess, bro. I,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess I do know my stuff a little bit.
Will Bynum and stuff like
Yeah,
that. I remember the name. He's a short dude. He's like 5'9", something like that. He's like 5'9". Will
yeah,
Bynum.
yeah. He was a short dude, but he can get up.
Yeah, he could get
Yeah.
up. I remember his game when he was in college and stuff like that. Yeah, those are some good times. Those are some good times in those colleges. Those are good times and stuff like that. So I
So
was
I
like,
mean,
how you think your Timberwolves gonna do, man? This shit, how you gonna come
because I
back?
was just gonna say what you think the Knicks gonna do, but I'm gonna answer that first. The Timberwolves, I like the Dillingham move. That kind of shocked me, but I like to, go get an attitude to go get him. I think we got a steal in Terrence Shannon
Oh, y'all
out
got
of
Shane?
Illinois. Yeah, we got him at 28.
Oh,
I
okay.
like I like that we got him, which is why I think we just got rid of Wendell Moore. We shipped him to Detroit. It was
Yeah,
time for him to go because he wasn't finna get no tick over here. Then
right.
we signed Garza back, the big man, even
Yeah,
though he still ain't gonna play because Nas Reed, Rudy Cat, he buried behind them. But I like what we doing though.
yo, I didn't know
For the
you. I didn't
most part.
know y'all got Shannon too, man. Man,
Yeah,
him
we
and
got Shannon. So yeah, Wendell Moore had to go. People got to step up on this team. They definitely got to step up. Jaden is only gonna get better.
y'all got score.
Um,
Two young guys out there. Them two young guys can score, man. Them two young guys. So
yeah.
that's I see what they doing. I see what the Timberwolves doing.
Did you know that most of our players outside of Cat and Rudy are like under 25 or at 25? So
Mhm.
people gonna have to separate from the pack. Summer league gonna be real interesting because you can't keep all the young players. You just can't.
You
You
can't,
can't
man.
keep them all. So we gonna find out, who really wants it. My only thing is we get Dillingham and we bring him in and we trying to go after a championship. And I'm just thinking like, can it work with a rookie? I mean, obviously it worked with Sam Cassell and Bobby Sir and that when it was with the Rockets, but they had the dream.
Well,
So
guess what?
I just question: can it work? Can you win it all if you got a rookie on your team?
Guess what? You ain't gonna have no choice. But guess what? That's what's gonna have to happen because guess what? At least the rookie's on a cheap deal because y'all don't allow too much money to other people. So
Yeah,
you
you got that right, Rudy Gobert with
pay
that big
everybody.
contract.
Right. You can't pay everybody. You got to get some cheap guys on there because look at Phoenix. They needed a cheap guy on their roster because they had no point guard. They got somebody like Dillingham or I forgot what these dudes in the draft. They could have used them guys. They could have used them.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I feel like it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tougher because Memphis gonna be back and they're gonna be healthy. They took a lot of slack because people said they shouldn't have got Edie at 9. They said they could have got him anywhere in the draft. I don't know if that's true or not,
I
but
don't think that's true, man. I don't
I
think that's true.
guess
Take the guy where you can take him at and be done with it. You know what I'm saying? If
you
you
think
need
his
that,
game gonna translate. He kind of, I don't
yeah.
know.
I was talking about that too. But I think his game is going to translate because, like I said, the NBA is not. It's not like it's not. Some teams are fast paced, but a lot of teams are not. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if MB can make it up and down the court, Edie can make it up and down the court. If Joker can make
Yeah, that's
Joker,
true. That's true.
Joker can
Um,
make it down the court, Luca can make it up and down the court. He can make it up and down the court too.
when I look at excuse me, when I look at him, I see like he like a Yao man. He either gonna be a Yao or he gonna be like a big country.
And now,
And
see,
big country kind of faded fast.
yeah, I think he's faster than Big Country Reeves. I know
Yeah.
he's talking, but yeah, like I said, I mean, people gonna be surprised. Like I said, I'll have to see, but I think Zach Edey's gonna be good. Like I said, after a while, people gonna be like, they won't even notice the stuff. They'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Because you look at Jonas Valanciunas, he ain't the fastest player
He went
either.
to he went to Washington though. I don't know why the hell he went to Washington.
I know he got that money.
Yeah.
He got that little money. I know. Listen, I know. Hey, the players got to go where they got to go, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if somebody gonna pay you, hey, I'm gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? You got to take it sometimes. Because guess what? If you ain't getting that deal somewhere else, hey, you got to take it. Everybody, the name of the game is I got to keep getting paid.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. I was kind of pissed with the Wolves because I'm like, our chance was right there, and I don't want to hear that next year stuff. It was right there, and we just couldn't execute. And the conference only gonna get better. OKC gonna get better. Dallas is getting better with the addition of Klay Thompson. Who knows what else they might do? The West is getting better. Memphis is gonna be back. We had our chance. I don't think we could have beat Boston, but we would have played them probably better than Dallas did.
Right. So I mean, but you talking about with Zach LaVine, DeRozan, and that team. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, Lonzo Ball still was the big question mark. Because I mean, when he was there, y'all was playing good. The Bulls was playing good, but he just went out real early. He never came back, and that's
who you talking about? We talking about Lonzo?
Yeah, that's a big question mark. And
I don't know if Lonzo gonna ever come back. They got Josh Giddey now. I think Josh Giddey. I mean, I remember y'all was talking about that like when it happened on your show. Dude needed a fresh start better than anybody. So he needs this.
Listen, that's all I said. When Josh Giddey got you, I was like, okay, so he just got rid of that ass because he's like, yo, you doing too much shit.
Yeah, he didn't even look like himself in the playoffs, man.
Yo, I noticed that. That's all I was like, that's like, where is Zach? I was like, where's Josh Giddey? He's like, yo, you got to step up, bro. They need you. They need you. It's like he was like a fourth or fifth wheel out there. It's like he didn't even look like he was aggressive. He was in Venus. I was like, yo, they need you, bro. They need you, man.
You know, I'm gonna tell you this. The biggest surprises to me next season, you finna be laughing, man. I think it's gonna be the Rockets, and you really don't laugh at me, but I don't care. I think it might be the Pistons, though.
You know what? Because the thing with the Pistons, like they got JB Bickerstaff as a coach.
I like the coach. The coach.
Really, guys like motivated and stuff like that. Because I remember he's coaching the Cavs and stuff like that, and he getting them guys and all that type of stuff. And I could see his fire and stuff like that. So I think that was a good move for them because the thing with Jaden Ivey, I didn't know what was going on in Detroit, why he wasn't playing too much.
I still, not to cut you off, I still don't understand why they took Ron Holland. They got guards. They got Asar Thompson, Jaden Ivey, Cade Cunningham, Marcus Sasser. I don't know why they took Holland.
When they took Ron Holland this year, but hey, sometimes, man, as a new coach, hey, he see the player that he needs and stuff like that. You know, he has a new philosophy and stuff. So you got to just go with what they. Hold up, did they pick Holland before they?
No, that's what I was just thinking. You read my mind. They didn't have Bickerstaff when they was drafting. They signed him afterwards. Man. So they let the janitor pick Holland. They let the janitor pick Ron Holland, man.
That's another thing. You got to get the coach first before the draft. I mean, when the draft is coming, you got to get everybody in place because you can't just pick somebody and then the new coach come in and he really doesn't fit that's a waste of a pick. You see what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Yeah, man.
When I look at Holland, I feel like we might be watching Scoot in his rookie season. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah. Holland kind of remind me of what's the name that the dude used to play on Syracuse before, Wes something. I forgot his name.
You're talking about no, I can't. I must be thinking of the wrong person.
He's like a 6'8" small forward, like kind of like skinny, but I forgot his name was Wesley.
Only person coming to my mind is Wesley Johnson.
That's it, Wesley Johnson. I think he's like something like that. I mean, I don't know his game like that or something, but it's Wesley Johnson. That's what it is, Wesley Johnson.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said,
it's been great coming on though, man. Chopping it up with you. You know, I'm gonna leap out of here in a minute. I don't know how long you're gonna stay on, but yeah, it's been great chopping it up about hoops with you though.
Okay, yeah, I'm about to get out of here myself, man. Like I said, I just came on here just to get opinions and stuff like that. Like I said, man, I ain't been on in a minute and stuff like that.
So ain't nobody rocking the show with you. I might as well jump on with you. It's easier sometimes when you got two people, you know.
You already know how it is, man. Like I said, I've been some other shows this week too and stuff like that. And like I said, you always come to shows anyway. So it's like, yo, thanks for all the support, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's good. Like I said, I'll be watching your stuff too, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you be getting
man, I'm gonna tell you like this: the WNBA driving me kind of crazy. So I'm like, you know what? I got to put some NBA content out there too, because you
So,
know
but it's a
this
lot
season I'm not feeling the fever driving me crazy. You know the Aces they getting it together now, so you know at least there's that.
getting it together. The Fever getting it together. That's what I'm saying. They getting it together. They winning games now. The Fever.
What they do is they take two steps forward, then they take about 10 steps back. I'm like, what the?
That's a
That's
young
what.
team. That's a young team, though. You
Yeah,
know, it won't be until it gets to like a veteran point guard. You know what I'm saying? Like to run that thing and like say, like you know what I'm saying. Somebody, you know what I'm
and then
saying.
yeah,
It'll work out for them. And like I said, right now they learning themselves, and which is a good thing. You know what I'm saying. So by next year, you know, they really gonna like come together and start doing
yeah.
their thing, man. So like,
Most
yeah, man.
people want most people want to see Caitlin putting up 30, bro. They pissed off because she only scoring 15, but she dishing like 10 dimes. She getting like 9 rebounds. She working on her overall game. Can't
That's
have
what.
it all. Can't
That's what.
have
But
it all.
that's what growth is like. Be a complete player because
Yeah,
some people say like all she could do is shoot. Nah, but now she could do assists. She could set teammates, make plays for
yeah,
teams, rebounds. She doing more because if she just had them stats are empty, she only put like 20 points with no rebounds,
yeah.
assists, then she's not really helping her team. See, right now she's being a team player, and that's what you want.
Right.
You know, so she's learning these other players on her team, helping them out, get them easier shots, put them in position. Like I said, you know what I'm saying. Now, if you get a
What
point guard,
about my bad? Go ahead.
now, if you got a point guard that can just do that stuff, like that makes her job easier and stuff like that. But when
Right,
she got
right.
a point, now she got more responsibilities.
She turnover prone though, but I knew this already. Watching
Mhm.
her in Iowa, she turnover prone.
Yeah,
But I was just gonna say real quick. Tell me about your Liberty before we get up out of here.
man.
Your league leading Liberty at 16-3, man.
But them girls is balling, man. Like I said, John Paul Jones, Sabrina Ionescu, Bree
Yeah,
Stewart, you know what I'm saying, and Benicia, you know what I'm saying, Laney and stuff like that, man. Hey, they doing that
you're gonna
thing,
get
man.
a championship to New York one way or another. You know?
Bro, we did that this year, man. Like I said, last year we was in there for the championship. We lost it, but this year, man, if we can get that stuff,
Yeah,
man, it'll be great for the Liberties to get, man. It'll be great. They deserve it, man. Like I said, they deserve to get one. Say the Aces don't want like about what 3, 4 of them mugs. It's like, hey, man,
yeah,
stop being.
yeah.
Let's get
We
one.
might get a rematch. We might. You never know. We might get a rematch. We
Hey,
might. You know,
hey,
because I'm confident in them Aces, man. We can go. We can go 20 and 20, and we still be there. I'm confident right now.
but Connecticut is tough and Minnesota's tough too. So them they right there
Yeah,
too. The girls is there. So it's a great top four though. That top four is kind of heavy like that right there. You know what I'm saying? Can't sleep
yeah.
on those two teams and stuff like that, man. But man, I know it's good, man. Thanks for coming through, man. Showing
Oh,
some.
okay, man. No problem. No problem.
Like I said,
All right,
I tell
bro.
you all the time, man. And like I said, thank you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you watching the content.
Of
Just
course,
keep
man.
grinding away at it, man. Just keep on going. I mean, it took me forever, to get up to 700. So I
I
finally hit
know.
that mark. But I
Congratulations.
mean, you know what though? I was like, man, I'm just somebody on here talking sports. So, you know, hey, I guess everybody got some kind of lane, a crowd. So,
Hey, you stay in your
just
lane
keep
and stuff.
grinding.
Man. Keep grinding and stuff like that, man. Like I said, yo, tell them where they can find you at, man, on your channel, man. And if you
Yeah,
want, you can.
yeah. Yeah, it's what is it? Now that I'm talking to NBA again, she got RC, she got game, he got game. We talking about the women's that can ball, the women can ball, the men can ball, whoever playing good basketball, we talking about. So yeah, that's the channel. Come
Okay, man.
check me out.
I'll definitely subscribe to it and stuff like that because I know he's like you got another channel and stuff like that. I'll look for them. I'll subscribe to them. As always, bro.
Yeah,
Thanks for supporting,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
So everybody thank RC for coming through, man. Co-hosting today and chilling out, talking his talk, man. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, bro.
Ain't
All
no
right,
problem.
bro.
All right,
All right, one.
all right. Yeah, that was my man RC, man. You know what I'm saying? Coming through, chopping it up and stuff like that, man. But like I said, man, thanks for joining us, looking at this another episode of the Man Cave podcast, man. I just came up here to chop it up, man, talk about, give you my feelings about the Mikal Bridges trade, NBA free agency, NBA draft and stuff like that, man. I want to thank everybody for coming through. RC, she got game, he got game. Luca stopping through from Knicks Cast. Check out his channel too. You know what I'm saying? Great Knicks content and stuff like that. Giants stuff like, Mausley. Thanks for coming through, bro. Thanks for checking in. Shallon, fantastic as always, bro. my bro from day one. Salute. Also, big shout out to Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports. Make sure you check out his channel too, man, and check it out and give him a shout out and stuff like that. Go subscribe to these channels. And like I said, I should be on here probably. I'll probably be back on here probably Tuesday. I'll probably either be like, with my bros, like, Unpopular Sports Opinion, Coach Ed Gladney, you know what I'm saying? Probably be up on Heart of the City. I'll check that out. It's also a Black Top podcast with my boy NYG, Unpopular Sports, on Fridays. So you can check me out there, man, like I said. But also, man, like I said, if you're new to this channel, man, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also share it, on your platforms and stuff like that. And also hit that notification bell, man, so you know what time I'm coming on and stuff like that. And please, hit that like button and subscribe to this channel, man. Let's grow this channel, you know what I'm saying? Coming through, you know what I'm saying? Next, training camp for Giants should start towards the end of the month. So, we'll be dropping some Giants content, but for right now, just a little basketball, stuff like that, because that's what's going on right now, NBA and stuff like that. But, we'll be on here, man. Catch me next time on this channel, man. We'll see you next time, man.
Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.